I currently control my media center PC with this thing. It's the Lenovo N5901 and it's very good, and you can see my video review of that elsewhere. But in the interest of trying out new things, I got hold of this. It's a Routon RC100. The big difference with this thing is that it's got Bluetooth rather than the RF adapter of the Lenovo. And there's a couple of other features as well. If you look across the top here, there's some media center keys. And on the right hand side there is a wheel that's like a volume control or perhaps a scroll wheel. And on the back is a touchpad. And the idea is that you control the touchpad with a finger like this, whilst you're holding the keyboard like this. It's an interesting concept and we'll have to see how it works in practice. The keyboard itself is an all plastic construction. The keys are all raised ever so slightly from the case. But they all kind of feel identical, so it could be slightly difficult to use in the dark if you couldn't see them. It's a very lightweight keyboard. Under here is where the two AA batteries go, and the little button on the left there is the sync button to get the Bluetooth working with your computer. As you can see here, there's no function keys across the top, so that could be an issue if you wanted to use it as your main keyboard. Oh, and one nice feature, it lights up in the dark, so maybe you don't need to worry about the fact that the keys all feel the same, unless of course you're blind. The instructions are in Chinese, but I sort of figured out what to do myself. You just hold down the sync button and the device appears as a new Bluetooth item on your computer, in this case running Windows 7. Type in the relevant passcode it gives you and the device links up with the computer. And regrettably it's here where the problems start. Just look at the cursor on the screen here. Up and down are working fine, but if I move my finger left the cursor goes right, and if I move the finger right the cursor goes left. So that's rather annoying. So the solution to this is you've got to flip the keyboard over. But of course you don't just flip it over because it's still the wrong way around, then you have to actually turn it around. And then you've got it the right way. Anyway, we'll start Boxy up. I've got a double tap on the pad. I've set tap to click on here. It doesn't have a click motion on the pad and there's no mouse buttons on the keyboard. And once you're in a program like Boxy or another media program, it's quite easy to navigate using the cursor keys up, down, left and right and enter to select things. But these keys across the top are doing absolutely nothing at all. So I thought I'd go and look for some drivers. And during my search I came across some unfortunate news. It turns out that the keyboard is actually designed as an accessory for a Chinese media player called the H3, also made by Routon. So I've been taken for a sucker. The website I bought it from described it as an HTPC remote keyboard, but it kind of is, but only for the H3, which obviously I haven't got. And that means it'll never have any proper drivers for anything. So I thought I'd try it out with my PlayStation 3 in the hope that that might work, but unfortunately when I tried it, it did connect, but I couldn't click on anything on the screen, so that was a bit annoying. And the fact you haven't got any of the PlayStation keys also makes it pretty much useless. One final test, I tried it with my MacBook, and the volume key adjusted the brightness, and the media keys sort of made the expose and the Windows thing pop around, but that was pretty useless as well. So regrettably this one's going back inside the bubble pack and back in the box, and it's going to be filed away forever, rather like the Ark of the Covenant, never to be seen again. So consider that I've taken one for the team here and save you some money. Anyway, thanks for watching.